All right, guys, it's this guy's last week here before he starts kindergarten. I've been doing polls on my members, right? I'm like, hey, who's ready for their kids to go home? And there's some people here that are like, me, I'm ready. Me, on the other hand, I'm actually getting sad. I started thinking about it. I'm getting sad. I even told my wife I wasn't going to send him to his daycare this week. She's like, why not? I was like, well, it's his last week. Like, I want to be with him. Today's a very important day, very special day. I am heading down. I'm here in the East Bay. I'm going to drive all the way down through the South Bay. We're going to get out of the Bay Area. It's debatable. Is Gilroy the Bay Area? I think it is, but some people say no. We're going to go out of the Bay Area, go down to Gilroy, Coast Range CrossFit, and Coach Wes is going to give me an hour personal training session where my dad is coming and I'm going to try to coach him. And I'm going to ask him if I can film. So you guys get to watch. I'm actually really excited. A little nervous, but I'm excited. You should be eating your donut. And we have to go ahead to Grandpa's. All right, so next time I see you, we'll be on the road to Gilroy. I got out there, you guys, and as soon as I got there, I just completely forgot to film. I was so in the moment with Coach Wes and my dad, and then I get into this gym and it's just this awesome freaking place. This guy has a kids room and a bar and a lounge area above the workout floor. Man, it must be so nice for people to come to work out and then they can have their family members up there, right? And that's like, I do a lot of compare my gym to other people's gym, and I shouldn't do that, but I was into it, and it was the best money I have spent in a long time. And I know I didn't film it, but what we did was we went over the air squat, the press, and the deadlift, just the three basics. And I did my best to pretend like I was leading a class. And when I would get stuck, which it happened, I would turn over like, Coach, what would you do? See, this is what happens. Like, he's like, we're going out of order a lot of the times. He's telling me to start with one thing, and then and then don't cue another thing. I know I'm getting into the weeds here, but it was very helpful. It was very, very helpful. And I got to spend some time with my brother, my dad, my son we went to lunch. It was really good. I am currently working on my Facebook leads, just called everybody. I have the youth strength class advertisement already has 5 leads. So now what I forgot about, you guys, was that I don't have any email templates. I've never written any emails trying to get people to come in for that, right? I have for CrossFit and I have for the Legends class, but I don't have for youth. So now I gotta come up with probably, I'll do it for you right now. Maybe 20 emails of my lead nurture. I think I was pretty surprised with how he was. I don't think that I'm that good of a coach. I really don't. Because I compare myself to him. But after listening to him, he really thought that I was good. He thought that I did a good job. I think I'm a little too hard on myself. I really do. So plan going forward for the class, right? It's not to reinvent the wheel, but little things, he gave me an idea for, instead of doing a general warm-up, do a specific warm-up where you're working on mobility, working on a squat. You're getting in positions and use that as something else that he said that I do. I don't tell them what I want, right? So, for example, the air squat. He was saying, when I say, okay, we want to get the hips below the knees, ready, and down. He's like, hold on. He's like, half of them probably aren't even looking at you, and you gotta wait. You gotta slow down, and you gotta point. So big tip he gave me was when you get to the bottom of that air squat and you want them to focus on the hips going below the knees, you're like, okay, we're focusing on the hips going below the knees. It looks like this. I want you to look right here. And so before you go, look, there's always going to be one that's not looking at you. And then you're like, hey, right here, right here. Down. Now look at this. Hip crease is below the knee. And so doing like something super simple is like pointing and waiting for people. It was just all the help that I really needed to get, man. So here we are. Here we are. Oh. I did my finances, did my metrics. I was able to pay my credit card, and I'm still about $600 short. I have until the 10th. It is currently the 7th. So, you know, still very, very slow. The boys are still coming. Boys class is going good. I have 2 new people on top of the boys. I'm advertising them. Hopefully I can get some more. Who knows, you guys? Like, what if this goes really well and then I cancel one of the adult classes to make room for 20 kids, right? At their class rate. Who knows where this is going to lead, but right now I have a little bit of, I can breathe a little bit. Feeling all right. I want to be a good coach, right? I want to be a great coach. I want people to be like, damn, that guy's a good coach, right? Just like they say about Wes. There's another local one. I've talked about her on my video, so it's Katie Hogan. And now that I've done this with Wes, I'm going to email her to see if I can do it with her, because it's a little bit closer, right? It's only 15 minutes away with no traffic. But get better. Sign up for my level 3. I haven't done it yet, but I committed to Wes. You know, I told him I was. I'm going through his academy. Once I go through it, there's like a little quiz at the end, and then he said, after I do that, sign up for the test. Keep studying, set the dates, set your goals, hit your tasks, right? Get your stuff done and take the test. So I got that going, trying to build my business, right? We have a new Christian fitness class we're gonna do this week. It's gonna be our first one. And I'm gonna advertise for that as well. I'm here in the Bay Area, right? And so if you look outside, right, you don't really see a lot of, people following God. Or so I thought, right? Because you see a lot of people that aren't, right? And you just feel like that's the way it is. But I sent out a little email, had a little blurb about it, and I got interest from that, just that. So, and just real quick, before I end the video, I just want to tell the members, if any members are watching, the class is for me, you guys. It's something that I want to do. It's important to me. It really is. I believe, right? I'm a believer. So I believe the story of the Bibles, right? I believe that they're true. With all my heart, I believe it. You might not believe that, and that's okay. And as long as you're happy, I'm happy for you. And I hope that even if I don't think the way you think, you can be happy for me. But the one thing that I wish that I was better at is, if you think of all of Jesus's disciples and what they had to go through after he died and came back to life, right? And they spread his story out there, and how many people they faced that ridiculed them and wanted to kill them before they were all killed, and all of them died a terrible death. And it's like, dude, look at where I live, right? Look at my life. It's so good. And even with it being good, I can't do what they did, or I can't try to do what they did. And so I want to carve out my own path, my own way of trying to believe, or trying to bring believers into the kingdom of God, right? And the one thing I promise all of you is that this class is separate, right? You're never going to see me in other class trying to get people to show up. If people want to come, they will come. Your coach is focused 100% on getting you better at CrossFit, getting you fitter, getting you leaner, right? All of that stuff will never change, and you will never ever be pressured or pushed by me, right? Ever. This is something I want to do for myself. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go hard on it. And we'll see where the chips lay. I'm going to end the video, guys. I got to get to work. Got a lot of emails to create. And then next, you guys are kind of getting a little one right now, right? Let me put it up here like this. We're going to do a physique update. Tomorrow's week 52. Let me pull it down a little bit. There you go. Tomorrow's week 52. Start of week 52. So then next Friday, I will be getting in my office, or in my garage, in my underwear again, and we'll do a physique update. See you guys.